Alright guys, Ammo King coming at you here with a couple scores. Was up in the area by this Walmart. I talked about it probably a year ago. They had the 9 spam cans of the Tula 223 in stock. Finally made it up there after a year almost. They still had them there. Had them price match them down to the $89.99. Put them in the old holiday layaway. So that's part of my my Hillary fund, just in case she still gets in. I think these at that price though, I'll probably still end up getting them just because you know, I have that M85 tap, the AK chambered in the 223. This stuff would work really good for that, so I feel bad about putting brass through that just because it's an AK platform. And today I stopped at my local store and looking for some clearance scopes. They had these boxes of 7.62 at the rollback price of $7.47. That's not even an Ammo King price match right there. I'll have to readjust. And so I picked up 3. As you can see, there's only 2. I went down finally after owning my AR-10 308 for over a year. I finally shot it, got a, I don't think it was my last video or maybe the video before, I got one of those center point, you know, clearance scopes for 13 bucks or whatever. Put it on there, you know, took a couple shots to get it dialed in. You know, it didn't, you know, get off 0 after we got it dialed in, so for 13 bucks, you really can't go wrong. Then, right after this, I made my way up to another store that I had my dad check to see if they had any clearance rifles, and you know, he doesn't know the game. You know, I gave him some UPCs, and he, you know, said that they checked them and they said no, they didn't have any in, and that just didn't satisfy me because I know, you know, just as well as most of you guys do, that they lie. Went up there, you know, had my UPCs or whatever and scanned them all in, and you know, this popped up, the Remington 870 20 gauge. They definitely didn't pay $199 for it, that's for sure. As you guys can see, 99 bucks. Here it is right here, brand new in the box, no brainer. I can take this to a gun store and trade it in for over $250, so that's a no-brainer right there. I might do that, maybe get a SKS or something, I don't know, maybe a Glock or I don't know, something. But there's that. Then I was going up to another store before the Ohio State game, and they were supposed to have some clearance scopes. You know, I did a pre-scan check and had them check some stores. They said they had 3 in stock. You know, I got the normal, oh, if it's not out here. It was like an old school day at this store, you know. The count's off, the this is off, the that. If they're not here, they're not there, blah, blah, blah. After about 2 hours, they didn't find them. Then I, you know, it is what it is. Then I, you know, knew there was some ZQI up there. And I had them scan that, and what do you know, they said, oh, if it's not out here, we don't have it. And, you know, at that point, then they started testing my patience, and I said, it's funny how all the clearance stuff you guys are clearance or closeout stuff you guys don't have. You know, found a guy who actually was willing to put in some work. They had an overflow inventory, and got a little wall of ZQI right here. I think this is still a pretty good bang for the buck. I mean, it's, you know, around 40 cents a round after tax. For brass 308, this is good stuff too. I mean, this is sealed primer. I mean, this is, you know, this is what I was shooting today. I mean, it ran perfect. So, you know, I figure I went out and shot 2 boxes, so I better go get 22 more. You know, or I guess 24 more. But that's the haul for today. I got something in the works for a scope, so see if that works out, and if it does, then I'm gonna get some more for all the clearance rifles I have gotten for just about nothing. So that's it, guys. That's a day's work right there for these 3 things. And then, you know, so in 2 days, this is all I've gotten. You know, you put in a little bit of footwork and have your UPCs and be prepared to play the game, and you know, you can get the good stuff. So, all right, guys, keep buying it cheap, stacking it deep.